to the party where the nuts hang. It's just a rap thing.
And we're back with episode 83 of The Sounds of Struggle. I'm Chris Parrish, and I'm a little concussed. But joining me is the freshly released Meniac.
Hello. I'm finally out of the hospital. Thank you, everyone who sent me the well wishes. That was much appreciated. You have no idea how good it feels to eat real food again.
Okay. For the last time, I apologize for Mrs. Parrish's cooking.
Very, very good. Very good.
I don't always eat it, but, I mean, in the words of a fat GM, I digress.
Yeah, let's not even talk about it.
Speaking, no, I kind of have something to get off my chest with this fucking a-hole.
Yeah.
Okay, one, what the fuck, in regards to my match, where you allow that bullshit to happen under your watch? You're right there. You could have got up, you could have done something about it, but no. I mean, Jesus Christ, do they put Timbits in front of you to keep your mouth shut? Thanks for doing what's right. Then, what the fuck in the main event, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get concussed, nobody checks on me, Meniac is getting the living shit knocked out of him, and you're doing nothing. No actual repercussions.
Yeah. No, not at least none that we know of, anyways.
To Jackass Hammer, or Wrath, whatever the hell you want to call him.
I call him Rape, because that's pretty much what it felt like.
To, you know, the most Jewish-looking guy on the roster in Blake Cannon.
Not even remotely.
Like, he's making a perm still look not cool.
Yeah.
You got Dean Richter, who...
By the way, rewarding Blake Cannon today by doing this 24/7 roles for the Ripper title, and now he's the champ. Dude doesn't even put in a solid 4 months in training, and he's the champion. Oh, MPW's going to hell in a handbag. Like, straight hell in a handbag.
Well, I mean, with this leadership, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because then you let the man who rather eats Doritos than...
Dorito Dean.
Like, you know, work in his wrestling game. I mean...
Yeah.
And then you got the biggest douchebag in the world. The guy who literally I think we are going to murder.
I might be going to jail. Well, after I recover.
I mean...
It hurts to move. It hurts to blink.
We'll do a podcast in jail.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
I mean...
It is doable.
We'll call it No Holds Barred.
Yeah, all holds barred.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Shaun Martens, literally, this is a threat. We're going to kill you.
Martens.
Well, you know.
You're using his shoot name.
Well, this is real. Like, we know this guy better than anybody.
Shaun Martens, a.k.a. You fucking dick.
We know you better than anybody on that roster. We are going to kill you.
Straight up. You can use this as evidence if we actually try to kill you in court, because it's going to happen.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time a podcast went to court.
Exactly.
Even this year.
Exactly.
Especially involving Jewish comments.
Yeah, fair enough. Or people.
Or F-bombs. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
In case this goes to court, fuck, fuck, suck a fuck, cunt, lick my chode, asshole.
That's defamation.
Thank you.
So, but that's enough. I mean, I don't want to waste this podcast on...
Those surly cunts.
Well, I mean, now I know exactly how the Bullet Club feels when Tonga, Haku, and the other guy, don't remember his name, turned on them.
So that did happen?
Yeah.
I've been pretty drugged up last 2 days. I thought I imagined it.
So they had there was a match between Cody Rhodes
Yeah.
and Kenny Omega
Yeah.
for the championship.
The G1 special or whatever that was?
Yeah, I think it was for the championship.
Yeah.
And then the winner also became the leader of the Bullet Club.
Okay.
And so obviously Kenny won.
Hooray.
The Young Bucks came out to congratulate Kenny. The rest of the Bullet Club, like Hangman, or not Hangman, no, sorry. Before that, they actually go up on the stage. Tonga, Haku, and all them, they come out, help celebrate. So it's a 6.
Okay.
Then the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, do the 3-man, like kind of a salute. And then, I mean, they just get brutal attacked from behind.
So you're saying the last 2 OGs from Bullet Club have finally left and turned their...
Well, I don't think they've left because they started beating them up. They get it back in the ring. Hangman Page was the first one, I believe, that comes out. He gets some shots in, they put him down.
Yeah.
Marty Scurll comes down with his umbrella, gets some shots in, they put him down. Then Cody Rhodes comes out. They hand Cody Rhodes a chair, who takes it.
Really?
He looks at Kenny Omega, and then he attacks the attackers.
Well, that's good.
And then he gets, a cutter for his thing, and then... So basically, he showed allegiance to Kenny Omega.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that storyline. That's good.
And then, apparently when the other guys... They were doing the Too Sweet, but upside down. So,
okay.
down there, yeah. Tonga, Haku, and...
is it Tamalo?
Tamatonga or something?
Yeah. Tamatonga, Tonga Low, and...
Yeah, something like that.
Bad Luck Fale.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Basically, was it basically all of the Samoans?
Yeah.
Samoan faction.
But they were...
We've been talking about Samoan faction, WWE, for how long now? And then New Japan steals it?
Interesting.
It's like we're calling this shit.
Right. But yeah, no, they flat out said that they are Bullet Club. Because Bullet Club doesn't need a leader. They're all equals. But they still are saying that they're Bullet Club. So I'm literally thinking there's a civil war within the Bullet Club right now.
Bullet Club Civil War.
Oh,
it's like Captain America, but with bullets.
You mean the Avengers?
Well, yeah, it's technically Captain America's movie. Technically. But yes, it was basically the Avengers Civil War.
But, I mean, I don't dislike the idea.
It's different. But basically we're doing NWO Wolfpack versus Hollywood.
Yeah, without actually forming 2 different groups and then having them collide. It's just an implosion.
Yeah.
But I mean, and also Chase Owens also came out and got beat up too. He also aligned himself with the Bucks, Omega, and all that.
That's surprising because he's much closer with the Tongans.
So I think it was at the time he comes out just to try to kind of keep the peace and then gets beat up for
his skin color. This seems like a race thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn Samoans always making it about race.
So, yeah, so that was kind of like the big non-WWE.
I really wish I wasn't on a whole bunch of ephedrine and a bunch of other drugs.
Well, the video is up there.
Well,
I mean, they do.
Check it out.
They have some things on, like Being the Elite, which I'm sure you've been watching.
No, I missed last week.
Oh, okay.
Last week was it? It just came out.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that next day or so.
So, I mean, getting towards WWE, I guess. I mean, this Sunday it's Extreme Rules.
Yes, it is.
The main event, I'm going to assume it's Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, because why would the WWE Championship actually be the main event?
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I don't see them putting AJ Styles and Rusev over Reigns.
They should.
Yeah.
But,
you know what, at this point, I actually think the main event should actually be the Iron Man match.
Actually, I agree with that. That's going to be... I'm looking forward to that. I did catch up this afternoon on some Monday Night Raw, a little bit, from last night. That was...
Did you catch...
overall, not a terrible go-home show.
Did you catch Rollins and McIntyre?
That was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a very good main event.
McIntyre is an uncrowned WWE champion moving forward. I think it's safe to say.
I agree. Yeah.
That guy is pure money. One of the perfect examples of a guy who left the company, bet on himself,
did his thing, came back, better than ever.
But he literally left the company on his own. Well, I mean, he didn't get fired.
But, yeah.
But basically said, I'll be back, and you'll actually want me as your top guy kind of thing.
Overall...
I mean, if Cody came back, I mean, he'd be another guy.
Oh, yeah. Although Cody asked for his release, he didn't get fired.
Yeah, so, I mean, that'd be the big difference. And ironically, both of them have been tag champs with each other.
Kind of funny, isn't it?
Chosen one.
Yes. So, I got the list of matches here. I'm actually... The more I look at it, the more I'm actually kind of excited for this card.
I think it's actually... Well, it's one of those cards where you're kind of like, and then you kind of look at it and...
Actually, it looks alright.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be better than you expect.
Like, the pre-show match is New Day versus Sanity.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm excited to see what Sanity can do with the New Day. I'm looking forward to that match. It's a tables match, by the way.
See, it's surprising that they put a tables match in the kickoff. Just...
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
I think they'll do well with that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm wondering if it's...
Totally see Sanity winning that one.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's just one member has to go through, or if all members have to go through. I kind of like it if all members had to go through.
Well, I mean, they do have, 4 hours and a kickoff, so...
They're going to be too long.
No, but I'm sure, these matches are going to get time.
Yeah, no, I know. But, I mean, they're making pay-per-views too long.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Raw, we saw, Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns just continuously want to beat the hell out of each other. If I was Kurt Angle, and this is just a total... I told both guys, look, because you guys didn't want to listen, your match on this Sunday is off. And then because of that, since we have to make up time, the 30-minute Iron Man match is now a full hour. That would have been my thing. That was my thought process. Yeah. I wanted to share that because I thought that would have been awesome.
On a side note, I thoroughly enjoyed the Kevin Owens bits that he had. Those were quite good.
Yeah.
Those made me smile a bit. He can make anything work.
Okay, now, can you once again just explain to everyone why in the urinal angle there was blue ink all over Kevin Owens? Because a lot of people seem to not understand why it was blue. I'm thinking, okay, if it wasn't a PG product, there would have been poo or blood.
It's a twofold thing. One, if they actually had it filled with human excrement, he would have gotten really sick and potentially missed the show this Sunday. Secondly, that blue dye is always in there. It's actually an agent of some sort they use to cut down on the smell. If they didn't have that in there, those things would smell just so much worse.
Well, that's why the inside of a porta potty is always blue.
Yeah, the stuff that's in the little hole, it's blue. That's whatever that chemical is. It cuts down the smell.
I mean, mixed with a whole bunch of other shit.
There's the stuff that Mrs. Meniac actually buys. It's called this what's it, one drop or one away or something like that. Where you a couple drops in the toilet before and after. Smells like minty fresh butthole.
So there
Doesn't
you go.
take all of it away, but it definitely cuts down.
Kevin Owens actually truly smelled like minty fresh
butthole.
Yeah.
Yes. So first match they have listed on the card: Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax
in an Extreme Rules match.
I still don't really care. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Alexa. I don't mind Nia, but I just don't care.
I mean, Ronda Rousey is going to be sitting front row to this match, so you know this is going to be a build to the Ronda Rousey Alexa Bliss SummerSlam match.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't know. There's something about Nia. I don't buy. I liked her as a heel. I liked her as that unstoppable heel in NXT. But ever since then, it's been...
I think this is going to be one of the big... I think this is going to be the match where they kind of take her away from the title picture for now. Because, I mean, she needs to get that rematch.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they got to give that to her, and then, and then you go on to SummerSlam, the big show with the big match, the marquee one, which is Rousey versus Bliss for the title. I also think you might see Mickie James in this match.
Probably.
And we might even see...
Ronda Rousey's what? She's suspended technically right now? Is that the deal?
And then you might actually see Nia Jax feud with Mickie James moving forward. Or you might actually see Mickie James, in my eyes, perhaps cost Ronda Rousey the match at SummerSlam and then have that feud going. Because I think Mickie James would be a fantastic choice to have someone to help with the progression of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And not have to put the title on her yet.
Yeah. Match after that, listed very early, but again, I'm sure this is not the final list of it. AJ Styles versus Rusev, WWE Championship match, no stipulation, just a championship match. Which, I mean, it's not bad to have just a straight-up championship match.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised this doesn't, but I mean, I guess you need to have that one match that's normal. And it does, in a way, that...
You know what? These two, I don't think need a stipulation. I think this match will be good.
No, and that's just the thing. So, it'll be very interesting to see... I mean, lately, Rusev has been the heel instead of kind of that babyface he kind of was being a little bit, the more entertaining.
He's still getting cheered.
Yeah. And he's in a title match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're seeing Rusev go after the title facing a top guy in the company. The cover of 2K19.
Cover boy. The cover boy.
The phenomenal cover boy.
On a side note, going back to Ronda Rousey, did you see her little commercial?
Yeah, she's a downloadable character.
Yeah. That was a pretty powerful commercial, actually.
I didn't actually see it.
Oh, the whole background, it's her getting ready to go to the ring, and it's an interview that Roddy Piper had with her, and it's his voice in the background saying how good she is and how proud of her he is, and it's like, oh, I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up. It was pretty good. Makes me actually a little more invested in her as a character.
Well, I mean, I think it's little things like that they need to start doing to help you actually get more emotionally attached to the Ronda Rousey character. And that's why I do think this 30-day suspension thing is not a bad thing for her.
No. Which, by the way, on a side note, congratulations, she just made it to the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, good for her on that.
Which we're actually going to talk about a little bit of UFC.
Yes, we will.
So, because we had a certain Universal Champion make more appearances in the UFC this week than he has in the WWE.
Several, but we'll get to that.
But, I mean, we're not talking about Punk, so...
Yeah, no. Next match. Oh, first of all, AJ Styles versus Rusev. What do you think's going on there?
I think we're gonna see a phenomenal forearm by AJ. 1, 2, 3 finish.
I'm thinking he might get off a Styles clash, and then Aiden English might attack him. So like more of a disqualification.
Because the only reason why I'm saying a decisive finish is because we got SummerSlam next. And this is a show that this company does not mess with.
That's very true.
So
that's a good point.
I think you're going to see AJ get the win. And if anything's going to happen after that, I think Samoa Joe is going to attack him, and you're going to set that match up for SummerSlam.
That would be good. I'd be very okay with that.
Because Samoa Joe, oddly enough, does not have anything going on in this pay-per-view.
What was that?
That was my key.
Oh, okay. No, you know what? I'd be down for that. That'd be good. Next match is listed: Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the Deleters of Worlds, versus the B team of Bo Dallas and Gross Axel, the ABCD team. I'm excited. They've been doing some good stuff on Raw. I've been enjoying this a lot.
I believe the B team are actually going to win the tag titles.
You think so? Well, actually, that's not surprising, seeing as now Bray Wyatt's being blamed for the whole car accident. He's getting charged for reckless driving or something of that nature. So, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I think they're going to win the tag titles because I believe it's going to be a short run, and they're either going to go to either the Revival or the Authors of Pain soon after.
Hopefully, a Revival. I like them. They're good. They're good stuff. They're actually, I think, my current favorite tag team.
Yeah.
There's some. I see a lot of them in us, and a lot of us in them, and I'd like to be in them if given the chance.
I can see, I mean, with the exception of their newly found, I'm going to, get in shape mentality, see a lot of us in Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
I mean,
them too.
Excluding the whole, let's not eat, sugar and getting in good shape.
Hey, I didn't do that when I was in the hospital because they don't have any food with sugar because it's bland as fuck, but that's not the point. Which, by the way, shout out to all the nurses that took care of me. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal which hospital though because, well, I'm just not, because fuck you guys. I need that hospital left open for when I put Shaun Martens in there, indefinitely in a coma. They'll take good care of him to heal him up so I can hurt him again. Surprise, surprise.
We'll just say it wasn't General Hospital.
No, it was not. It was not the one from ER. It was not from any of the Stephen King novels.
Not the one in Grey's Anatomy.
And it was definitely 100% not the one downtown. Definitely wasn't that one.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit that one. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways.
Yeah.
Carmella versus Asuka. I don't care. Again, just...
You know what? I'd care more about this match if James Ellsworth was not involved.
I mean, it was fun to see him come back or whatever, but it just...
See,
again, don't care.
I really think, like, this is just my thing. I still want to know why the fuck Carmella and James Ellsworth are back together.
Because they're secretly sexing each other.
Well, I mean, she is single, because, I mean... Her 7-foot ex is not there anymore.
Very true. I think
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna.
I didn't read this. Apparently, James Ellsworth's gonna be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. I am predicting he drops something down. Carmella goes to use it. She misses. Asuka gets it, uses it on her, and then she gets disqualified. Yeah. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because I bet you Asuka's gonna win at SummerSlam. That's my prediction.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, I think Carmella retains, and if there's any interference and it's not from Ellsworth, I still think they're going to exercise the Iconics.
I don't know why they got rid of the duo part. I always liked that.
I think it was just a naming, like a copyright thing.
Okay.
But then also, too, if they were to add a third person.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
I mean...
Yeah, but I don't think Asuka's... I think she's going to win at SummerSlam. That's my thought.
I have a feeling they might not even pull the trigger on her on the main roster till a while. To be honest. Because I think it's just a matter of time before Charlotte comes back.
Yeah, from her popped breasticle.
Well, and also her father had another surgery, so...
A successful one, actually, I was going to get into. A successful... give me a second here. I know the word.
Was it like a hip?
No, it was a successful surgery to reverse the ileostomy, which is basically that shit pouch you have when you're coming out of your small intestine because your bowels are all messed up. So he successfully had that reversed. So
see, for me, that's just a regular Friday.
You have shit pouches?
Well,
That's cool. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
Two pouch or not two pouch?
That is the shit.
That is the shitty question.
Man, that is a shitty question. But I mean, that's good that he's recovering. That's good stuff. But I think you're right. I think they're gonna pull the trigger next month. But what do I know? Next match: Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No. I think we can both say fairly safely Team Hell No probably won't win. Because one, Kane is a mayor of Knoxville County, and apparently all his people that voted for him were pretty pissed he's doing this.
Yeah, but I also think if this truly was hurting him...
He wouldn't be doing it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I think it could say a lot if he brought that championship back. And he was a success story.
That's very true. That's very possible.
So, yeah, I mean, this one for me is a little open-ended because I wouldn't be surprised either way. I mean, the Bludgeon Brothers as tag champs haven't really done anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they will take it off right away. I don't think they want to use them as transitional champions.
But at the same time, if Daniel Bryan hasn't re-signed yet, I don't think they'll put a title on him.
That's part of it. I think last I heard, the big thing he wants to do is have a lighter schedule. Like, still do it, but a little more part-time than full-time. So, yeah. I
think part of him still wants to do an all-in.
Probably.
I mean, I'm not going to throw that.
Probably.
I think that's the thing. I do think,
But I'm gonna.
but I know, in the past, like, there's been past people who've already have been kiboshed from doing All In because of, their future signing with WWE.
That's true.
So, but I mean, hopefully Daniel Bryan uses that as a bargaining chip. Oh, okay, well, if you guys won't let me do All In, then I will just ask for more money on this contract.
I think Bludgeon Brothers, I do think will retain.
Yeah.
We'll keep it for a while. Next match, Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. I'm going to predict two things here. One, it's going to be the match of the night.
Yeah.
Two, return of Dean Ambrose. That's what I think. Because Seth made a couple comments yesterday on Raw about how McIntyre is a psycho, and he made sure to emphasize psycho. So how best to counter a psycho? A lunatic. That's just personally what I think. I think McIntyre will cost Rollins a fall or two, and then Dean Ambrose will come out, make his triumphant return, attack, big melee. The two of them will fight out, and then it'll just be Dolph and Seth, and they can do their thing. That's my thought.
See, I will match what you're saying with the whole, I think McIntyre is going to help Ziggler retain the title.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to see Ambrose come back till Monday.
Fair enough.
Simply because they're going to want the views on TV instead of it on the network where, they probably aren't going to get extra buy rates for it. Because they'll probably get an extra buy rate if they say, oh, one of his first matches back is SummerSlam. Boom.
Yeah.
Big show. Because, I also found it weird that they're now calling Drew McIntyre the Scottish Terminator.
When they added the drums to it, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at that new theme with the drums of his. I kind of like.
See, I actually liked what he had in NXT. Like I thought.
I like that too, but the little added the drums, yeah. I'm not mad at it. It's not bad.
This is a little gripe though about the entrance themes. There's like a few that just sound way too much the same. Like Baron Corbin's, the Bludgeon Brothers, and now the drums in Drew McIntyre's. I'm kind of like, okay, now we're getting a little too.
They seem to almost stereotype big men into the same kind of thing, right?
Well, it's weird because
I do like the fact that Baron Corbin got rid of the hair. He's now a bald brethren. That's pretty sweet. Welcome to the family. I know I've already welcomed you, but again, welcome. It's nice.
Now, I'm just wondering, when are you going to ditch the casual attire?
You can't. Constable Corbin's always got to dress for success.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't he be a guy that would have like at least a
little badge that's like taped to his chest and like just wears regular gear?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the constable part's a little lame, but what they're doing with him isn't terrible. It's giving him something.
He also has a match with Finn Balor.
Yes, let's get to that.
And I do believe he's going to beat Finn Balor.
I think so. I think that'll happen. I think there'll be a return at SummerSlam. We'll finally see the Demon again.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it'll end up being 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thinking. I think just to clear out, I think we both said Dolph Ziggler would win.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. I think Corbin will win this one, and then Demon Balor will win at SummerSlam, because it's probably been almost a year since we've seen Demon Balor. Really.
I think the last time we saw Demon Balor was supposed to be the match against Bray Wyatt, and then that didn't happen, so we saw the Demon against AJ Styles.
Yes.
That was
which was November last year?
No, that was not. Was that
no,
Survivor Series?
I think it was somewhere between SummerSlam and Survivor Series. It's been almost a year. At least 3/4 of one.
Yeah, I think that was a pay-per-view between.
Yeah. Because something happened.
Was it like the TLC pay-per-view?
It might be.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, apparently, there's rumor going around that WWE might be getting rid of TLC pay-per-view
Thank God.
As well as
Elimination Chamber?
No, Hell in a Cell. I think staying. There's another one in there too.
God, they should take out both.
Wait, maybe it is Hell in a Cell. And I
thought they already
they're
did
keeping
do
Clash
that.
of Champions, but they're getting rid of potentially getting rid of a couple of them because it's gone. I guess there's been a couple of shows that were originally slated for pay-per-views that are now just super shows, is what they're called on their thing. So that'll be interesting to see what they end up changing. Bring back Armageddon. I don't know why. I just like that pay-per-view. The set and everything was awesome.
Or fully loaded.
Or fully loaded. Or sold out in October.
Well,
use that one. Why not?
You know why they won't use sold out? It's a WCW one.
Yeah, so bring it back. They changed and started using the Bash. They changed one of their pay-per-views a little bit and started using.
Well, I mean, I badly want to see
Great
Bash.
American
I want to see Bash at the beach.
Or they used Great American Bash.
Or Halloween Havoc.
Halloween Havoc would be good.
Yeah.
Like, just use some of those old ones.
Yeah.
Why not? They used Starrcade there for a little
Slamboree.
bit. Or Slamboree.
Actually,
Slamboree, I don't know if you can, but I think that's actually owned by Impact's using it. Because they keep talking about... Oh, no, that's Slammiversary.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That'd be a shot at them.
That would be funny as well.
But yeah, I mean, Starrcade would be actually cool if they would have used it.
Yes.
But, I mean...
Didn't they use it as like a house show thing, though?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a house show. I mean, you'd think if you're going to do that, I mean, at least make it like a network special.
Yeah.
But... and then, what do we have? Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley?
Yes, in a singles match. Nothing special about it. Kind of like the last match. Baron Corbin and Finn Balor, nothing special about it.
You know why I don't think they're going to make this the main event?
That they won't or will? Won't, okay.
Because I don't think Roman Reigns is winning this match.
Thank God.
I think they understand, out of the two here, they know Bobby Lashley needs this win a lot more than Roman Reigns.
Bobby Lashley needs something. I don't believe him in this.
Yeah. But, man, did he just sugar smack Roman Reigns, though, in that brawl.
He beat the fuck out of Roman Reigns.
Just on the outside, on the side of the ring, though, man, did he just fly swat Roman Reigns down, though.
Yeah.
So, that was a little bit of alright. I mean, I kind of do want to see a Braun Strowman, who actually is in also a steel cage match with Kevin Owens.
Yes, I think Braun will win that one.
See, I think Kevin Owens will.
You think he wins?
I do think he will.
Put it this way. If Braun wins, it's by pin or submission. Well, pin. If, because he hasn't used a submission for a while, actually, now you think about it. If Kevin wins, he somehow escapes the cage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I think he's going to do. I also, we're going back to the Bobby Lashley thing. I actually would not mind a Braun Strowman Bobby Lashley feud, especially if you turn Lashley.
Give Lashley a reason, like hypothetically, whoever wins this faces Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
So Bobby versus Brock. Bobby Lashley somehow beats Brock, and then immediately Braun cashes in. I'd be okay with that.
What I would actually do is I would do a triple threat match with Brock at SummerSlam, and you do Brock, Roman, and Lashley. You have Braun cash in.
Make it a fatal four-way?
And then you can have... Well, I mean, whatever. But, I mean, then moving out, you could possibly come back with Braun and Brock, possibly. And then you can do Bobby and Braun. Or do you say Bobby and Braun, and then
I say Bobby and Braun.
Roman and Brock
can do, or if Brock's not even there, who knows? So, okay, we covered that one. I think the only one left is Hardy versus Nakamura. Nakamura, I'm going to say it now, is finally going to get his title. He's going to get his win. He's going to get this. Because I think Jeff Hardy's kind of under a little bit of...
Well, he's beat up right now from something.
Well, not only is he beat up, but he pleaded guilty or whatever for that charge or that DUI. So I think they want to kind of do something with it, but get him kind of off the road.
But I think they knew that for a while, and I think now the sentence is almost over, isn't it?
I think so.
So I don't know if it's a big deal now.
Yeah. But I mean, they don't generally not punish people for that. So I'm really surprised he kept the title this long. I really am.
Oh, there had to be a reason. So, and I think that reason is
maybe he'll go away for a little while and come back as Brother Nero. That'd be nice. He's been kind of dressing the part lately on the house shows, doing the face paint. And
well, in all honesty, I mean, a lot of people are saying the face paint. It's all with Brother Nero, but he was doing the face paint before the deletion.
True. I think a lot of it is the contacts in the eyes.
Yeah.
White out his eyes. That's the...
You know the one thing I do want to see him come back to, and I think this would really work if you have a feud between Jeff Hardy and Finn Balor?
What's up?
Will-O-the-Wisp versus the Demon.
Oh, that That would be good. Good call.
Yeah.
That would be very good.
And I think the Will-O-the-Wisp would actually be... I would love to see him not necessarily bring back our brother Nero, so to speak, but if he brought Will-O-the-Wisp back during a final deletion.
Or what, Itchweed or one of his other random weird characters.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be. That definitely would be.
But
that's the basic pay-per-view coming up.
Yep.
This Sunday, only on the network.
Yep. Do you know what January 8th means?
That's the day that... Isn't it the day that Jericho and Omega faced off against each other, or was that the 4th? I don't know. What day is it?
No, January 8th. Especially 2019. Do you know what significance that is?
It's in the future.
Yeah. That is the day that Brock Lesnar can officially fight again for the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I see where you're going, yes.
How's a segue?
And he was just recently called out at the last UFC 226 by new champion Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, props to Cormier for beating Stipe Miocic. It's a hell of a knockout. I was impressed.
Don't think a lot of people expected that.
I didn't think he couldn't get it done. I just didn't expect a first-round knockout.
I flat out did not expect Stipe to lose.
I thought it was possible, but I thought, regardless, it was going to go decision, no matter who won. Yeah. I didn't think it'd be a first-round knockout. That was impressive. Which, you gotta wonder, is DC, could he be considered one of the greatest of all time now? He's won heavyweight. He's undefeated at heavyweight because he fought in, was it Strikeforce or Pride?
Well, he actually fought in the heavyweight division at first off, and then dropped down because his training partner was the heavyweight champion at the time.
And then dropped down to light heavyweight, and the only person who's ever beat him has beat him twice, but has been on PEDs both times.
Yeah, well, so one of the losses counts, the other one is now a draw.
Yes,
so
but it's almost like null and void, really.
Well, I mean,
but you can't. For me, you can't consider Conor the greatest of all time because he just never fights anymore. He's got 2 titles, never defends them.
Well, he's also kind of, they don't know if he's going to jail.
That too, yes. But I mean, even before that.
Daniel Cormier did become the second, along with Conor McGregor, second fighter in UFC history to hold both.
The 2 titles at once.
Yeah, like 2
light
different
heavyweight and heavyweight at the same time.
Division titles at the same time. My question is, if they are right there going to announce Brock and Daniel Cormier, should they strip him of the light heavyweight title?
Well,
I mean, they were very quickly to strip Conor McGregor of the title.
First, let's, for anyone who doesn't know, what happened was, right after he won the fight, got the title, Joe Rogan comes up to interview him, he immediately calls out Brock Lesnar because he sees him.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar jumps in the ring and very politely says, I will do this, I will fucking kill you, blah, 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 you know. Being polite Brock that he is.
Probably his best promo ever, by the way.
Well, very much so. It was good. It was very good.
I swore a few times.
Just a couple. He's polite about it, though. Polite swearing.
He said he's coming for you, motherfucker.
Yes, exactly.
Because I think it's exact quote.
Exactly.
But also pushed him right away.
Oh, absolutely.
On his face.
Yep, it's starting it off. It made me excited to see it. But what Cormier said is he wants to defend the light heavyweight title sometime between now and basically looks like January and March, whenever they set the fight up for Lesnar.
Well, then if Brock Lesnar can't fight till January, then he should drop weight and do a light heavyweight defense before that.
Yeah, that's what DC was saying he kind of wants to do.
If he can't, and his next fight is for the heavyweight title, you know, I'd actually think about stripping him, because I just think it's a fair thing to do for the division.
Plus, he's also said that he wants to have 2 more fights, and that's it. One of them that he wants is obviously Brock Lesnar. The other one he wants is pending on when the whole...
John Jones.
Yeah, when it all wraps up as John Jones. But he wants John Jones at heavyweight.
Yep.
I honestly think at heavyweight, I think DC... Well, assuming that he doesn't...
I don't think DC can beat John Jones.
I think heavyweight he could.
No. Because I think John Jones flat out is a frame that heavyweight makes more sense.
Yes, I agree. Hey, look who it is.
Yeah.
Let's pause for a second, then we'll go back to this. Anyways,
yeah.
That was a nice little interruption from a couple adoring fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really adoring.
Well, they came over to the vehicle to see what we're up to.
Yeah. And then some random colonial guy asked me for change.
Which, of course, you denied.
Yeah, I said I only give that to Jews.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
Just saying.
Anyways, the last thing I have for UFC is 231. It's going to be in Toronto, so it's come back to Canada.
Isn't Calgary getting one pretty quick, actually? I think they're getting one this year.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what... Between the one that just happened and the one that's happening 231, I have no idea where they all are. So it's very possible they could be.
Yeah, I don't watch enough UFC does.
I've been falling off the rails hard with where stuff's going to be.
No, I'm sure.
I know there's a fight night
what's the main event in the next one?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I know there's a fight night coming up.
Pretty good.
There's a fight night coming up in Boise, Idaho. That's about all I know.
Boise.
Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is assigned to the AAA Buffalo team just today. That's good. He's moving on up.
19 years old.
Is that all he is?
19.
Good for him.
That's why they were taking his time. Well, I mean, I tried watching those idiots the other day, and my God, is it hard.
It's painful. It's painful.
I believe it was Sunday. And yeah, I mean, man, that team knows how to shoot itself in the foot very well.
Shoots up in the dick.
I mean, when you have runners anywhere, usually the point is to get them to advance. They just don't do that. And
Yeah.
I'm also going to say this. Kevin Pillar, as amazing you are at catching the ball, you suck that much at swinging the bat.
He's very much a defensive player, not an offensive player. That's for
If
sure.
there's a designated hitter rule where you don't have to play defense, you can just, swing.
Which there
Oh,
is.
God, Kevin Pillar, you'd be great if there was the other way around.
Yeah. Yes, there was.
And another guy who can actually swing right now lately is the catcher, Russell Martin.
Yeah, he's that whole team's in a slump though.
Yeah. But Teoscar Hernandez, I like watching him play. That guy's a good player.
And
And,
Bryce Harper.
I'm just talking Jays though.
Oh, whatever.
Bryce Harper.
There aren't too many. There's one guy making the All-Star team is J. Happ,
Yeah.
and I don't even think he should make it. I think he made it 'cause he had to.
Yeah.
They had to have somebody, and
But I think
he sucks the least amount.
Another player I actually liked was Justin Smoke. He's actually one of their better
doing all right.
hitters.
He's fairly consistent. Smokey.
They badly
AKA
need
Sundin.
a Surging Donaldson back.
Yeah. Was he still injured?
Apparently it's soon. Because I guess he was supposed to come back a few weeks ago, and they said that he had a little delay and they need a couple more weeks. So
Yeah.
I'm sure after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, that's true. Also, have you caught any of this World Cup soccer? I know you don't like soccer.
No, not
but
at all.
I've been catching it.
I know that Croatia and England and France and Belgium are the Final Four.
France just beat Belgium today,
1-0.
so France is going to the finals.
Wouldn't you?
I'm actually pulling, if I have to choose a team, I'm pulling for England because, man, their fans, oh shit. It looks like a good time to drink with them.
From what I understand, if France and England is like, unless you're a fan of those teams, that's the matchup you don't want to see in the finals.
I kind of want to see it.
Because it's like watching, the Patriots and the
And the
Yankees.
Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, they got to learn how to stay, out
But
of
I
jail
mean, like,
instead of
it's-
in the Super
yeah.
Bowl. And when they do make the Super Bowl, they just beat the Bills.
It would be hypothetically
Suck it now, Laney.
hockey way. It would be like Chicago versus Pittsburgh.
I don't know.
Just two big teams that if you don't like them, you probably hate them.
I think it was Detroit, Colorado back in the day.
Yeah, because they constantly were in like the conference finals together.
Yeah.
And that was a good fucking rivalry. Though.
Oh,
So good. And from one football to another football, being CFL, I am so happy to report. Remember a few weeks ago we talked about how the Eskimos may have to change their name? It's official from the owner. They are not changing it.
Yeah, I didn't think
and
they
that
would.
made me so happy. Holy shit, Toronto just beat Atlanta 6-2.
But you know what the Eskimos do need to change?
The way they play?
Well,
Because their defense is
just their, when they get to like the 20-yard line after they, move the ball all the way up, they got to learn to execute that and put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah,
They got to get more points.
I agree.
And they got to go for things once in a while. They're going to really get, they're getting criticized a lot for that 3rd and 8th punt from midfield. But here's the thing, I have this belief that if you know you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, which the Eskimos do, they got one of the better offenses in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, what, you don't think they can get an 8-yard pass? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, this is why, like, I love the team I have, because they go for third downs, they go on fourth downs, because they know who's on the field. They have that faith in those players. And let's face it, in the CFL, it's easy to get another chance to get points. You're almost guaranteed until the final play is done.
I've noticed every game this year that I have not worn my jersey, they've lost.
Well, then it's your fault.
Yeah, so that was my fault. Yeah.
But you'll be wearing it this weekend.
I will be wearing it this weekend. This Friday.
Yep.
This Friday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the game. That depends on how I feel. But I will be wearing it regardless.
I mean, just, even if you don't go, just wear it. Watch it on
that's
the
plan.
the TV.
The old television.
The old visual audio box.
Yes, visual audio box. Let's jump in a little bit of hockey here.
Me like hockey.
Alex Burrows retires after a 13-year career.
Yeah.
And immediately signs as assistant coach Laval Rockets in the AHL. So good for him for that. I didn't realize he was undrafted.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, he carved a path for himself. That's cool.
Well, I mean, it's becoming a thing now in the NHL where a lot more guys are, going the college route, not getting drafted necessarily. Yeah. So, I mean, he on the other hand was just a victim of the limited amounts of.
It's kind of like what's his name?
Well, Martin St. Louis was.
That's it.
Yeah. That was like unisex too, by the way.
Yeah, it was unisex. Yeah.
Yeah, you and I.
Yeah, sex.
Yeah.
Shea Weber had knee surgery. Apparently, he might be out for at least half the season.
Yeah. Montreal.
I wonder why they waited until now. You think he'd do it right after the season?
I think it's one of those where he didn't think it was as bad as it was, and then probably started training and then realized, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes timing isn't always on your side.
True.
But yeah, Montreal and Ottawa, those are two teams that are really going to suck this year.
Potentially, yes. You never know, but potentially. Oh, Thunder. That's terrifying.
Well,
I just crap myself.
It's either that or Mike Maloney's around us.
It could be. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know when he shows up.
Exactly.
Carlson was on his way to Tampa Bay. Oh, wait. No, he's not. That was falsely reported.
Well, you know what? I'm actually going to... There were actual talks between the two teams.
Yeah.
They were quickly shut down when Tampa Bay officially signed or re-signed Nikita Kucherov to an 8-year, $76 million extension.
Yes, that was a hell of an extension.
So, Tampa Bay no longer has salary cap.
Yeah, and apparently the talks with Dallas fell apart, so it looks like San Jose maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe New York?
They don't have the salary cap that they did when they were offering Tavares a contract.
No, that's true.
Also, Tampa Bay is considering moving Callahan, which would take another 5 point some mil away from her. So, I mean, Carlson for 1 year is only making just shy of $7 million.
Yeah.
So it's not like Tampa Bay needs. If they can move Callahan,
they should be okay.
They might be able to afford him this year.
But say hypothetically they do that, if they don't win the Cup this year, they're like San Jose. They might not win for a long, long time.
Well, I mean,
they have everything they need.
As of right now, they would still need that piece. But right now, they're just the team that has pretty much last year's team coming back. So,
yeah. Also,
you still also can't take out Vegas.
No.
For this one
because they just got Stastny.
Well, and they still have the cap room that if Ottawa wants a team to take Bobby Ryan's contract, they're one of the few teams that actually can do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a give and take too out of that trade if there's going to happen, but
yeah,
that's a suitable trade partner, and as well as Arizona. And imagine OEL and Erik Karlsson as D partners.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the team needs help, but
just play them the entire game. Who cares?
Well, I mean they could. They average, close to 30 minutes a night anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. So Ovechkin took the Stanley Cup to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that, although he apparently handed it back, I think yesterday or today, is there a chance that that's not the real Stanley Cup and that Putin has it in his office? I mean, he was the former head of the KGB. There's a chance it's not coming back, at least not that cup.
I mean, be really ironic, actually, given how Russia and a DC politician are getting along.
Yeah.
So could be the Trump card for Putin.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Let's see, Simmons, Giroux, Cassian. There's someone else. They all got married this past weekend.
Yeah.
So good for them, I guess. Right on. Also, Eichel has changed his jersey number from 15 to 9.
Yeah, went back to his old number.
Do you think that'll change anything?
No, I don't know. I still think he's the best forward on Buffalo.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that team still needs a little bit more help on the offensive game. I mean, their D is getting solid.
Yeah, the defense looks good. Yeah.
But I mean, they got some good pieces moving forward now.
I don't think they're going to be last like this past year.
No, but I still think they're bottom 10.
I think they're going to be just out of the playoffs.
I won't give them that jump. Man, that's a big jump still for a team that...
I'm not saying it's not. Just I think they're going to be, like... They're not going to be in playoff talks, like, near the end of the year. They're going to probably be, like, just out, say, like, 10th or 11th. But, like, they're going to be pretty close.
Well,
right there.
I'm going to take both our teams, the Oilers and the Blackhawks. They're going to be putting themselves back in that category as well. I honestly think you have Calgary Flames going to make that push.
Yeah.
With Lindholm, with Hannafin, and now James Neal.
I think St. Louis will be in.
Yep.
Who else?
And you also have to think, I mean, San Jose might be a bigger player.
Yeah.
LA with,
Kovalchuk.
with Kovalchuk now on that team. I mean,
I agree.
I think the West is just getting tighter.
You know what team might not be as well? Is Anaheim. They really haven't done a ton.
No, I don't know if they can do much, though.
You know what they can do? They can retire Korea and Niedermayer's number. That's what they're doing.
9 and 27.
Yes, which I agree to both.
Yeah.
I think they've already retired Solani's number, so I think it's Korea. I think
Did
there's been a lot of
8 or 13.
8, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he only wore 13 in was it Winnipeg, and I think maybe a year or two when he was in Anaheim before he went to 8, because he wore 8 everywhere else.
He only played for those two teams, right?
No, he also played Colorado for a year, I think. Him.
Did they not?
Fleury and Korea.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Did Korea and Solani play in Nashville, by chance?
Korea did. Solani did not. And Korea also played in St. Louis.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, I know there's a lot of animosity between Korea and the organization at Anaheim. So,
well, I mean, they had ownership changes too throughout the
I'm
time.
I'm kind of glad that it seems like that they're putting that behind him. It's too bad he couldn't last another couple years and stay on that team, because he actually would have won a cup.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes.
Speaking of St. Louis Blues, they are still rumored to be the landing spot to Pat Maroon.
Actually, that just came through today. 1 year, $1.7 million. So that's official now. As of, I think, 5 o'clock today?
Because as of yesterday, they said expected a delay in the negotiation because Maroon, I guess, was changing his agent.
Wow. That is not.
And then you had New Jersey and Arizona kicking tires on him.
Yeah. Blues signed Maroon to 1 year, $1.75 million. It became official today, or at about 5 hours ago, maybe. So not at 5 o'clock, but also Bergevin is 100% intending on trading Pacioretty. He is putting it out there that he's opening. That's weird. You're doing that to your captain. That's gotta kind of ruin the morale of the room, don't you think?
Well, I mean, I think Shea Weber will be the new captain.
True, but I mean, it just seems like.
I also think that Pacioretty, might have also lost the room as well.
That's very possible. He might have lost the room. I know that he's gone on record saying he doesn't want to move, but again, what you say and how you feel are two very different things.
Also, they also are going to be in a rebuild, so
Yeah.
move Pacioretty when you know you can get something out of him.
Yeah, I agree.
In a deal. I mean, that's just being smart. Also, they traded Galchenyuk. They gotta get something up there too.
Who did they get for Galchenyuk?
They got Max Domi.
Right, Max Domi. Right.
So they gotta go. They're going younger, even though that trade didn't really signify that. Because I think
they're the
Domi
same
might
age,
be
if
even
not
a year older. But yeah, I mean, it just my thing is now: are we gonna see a move in the future between Carey Price and the Montreal Canadiens? Is there going to be something there? Because Carey Price, I don't think, will stay in Montreal.
I bet you
if he knows there's no chance on winning there.
I bet you he'll try and do the Tavares route. I don't think he'll ask for a trade. I think he's just going to let it run out and then kind of go wherever. That's my opinion.
Unless he's flat out honest, because I think he'll be the first one to be honest. I actually wouldn't even put it past Carey Price to do the Patrick Wall. And just
getting out of here.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing that Montreal seems to do to their goalies. They run them out of town.
But at the same time, I also would not be surprised if Carey Price just says, "Look, this is my last year. I'm not going to re-sign. So if you want to get something out of me, you might as well trade me because I'm not signing back."
Yeah.
I mean, and then you can't hate on him when he doesn't, because he'd be flat out honest from day one.
That's very true.
So.
It all depends on how.
You can only get mad at the management at that point.
Yeah.
Also, I think Bergevin has to do something to keep his job.
Well, I think if they don't make the playoffs again, I think he's gone.
I don't necessarily think a playoffs is in order if there's no commitment to a new route in terms of where the team is going. Even if they're out of the playoffs, but they show that they have a new direction, and he gets, the right pieces for that direction, that could save him. But, I mean, it'd be very interesting because, where would Pacioretty land?
Whoever can afford the last year of his deal for $5 million, basically.
And there's a
Vegas.
There's also a potential that Montreal might have to cough up 2.5 of that.
I can see Vegas taking him.
I can even, I wouldn't be against the Oilers going after him for 1 year. I just don't know.
If they took part of the salary, I could see, yeah.
That has to be part of it.
I could see him, I don't know why, but New Jersey as well. Don't know why.
You know what? If I can get Pacioretty and a small little complimentary piece, and they can do that Lucic thing.
Goodbye, good luck, yes. Yeah. I agree. The last little bit of stuff I have is...
Hell, you know what? I'd even trade him straight up and take back some of Milan's contract.
Yeah?
Just a little bit.
Because they end up being worth the same amount of coin, so that'd be good. You hear about this whole Jay Lethal and Taylor Hendricks thing?
Partially. I didn't really get involved in it because, I don't care that much.
No. It's one of those situations, I think.
It's he said, she said.
Yeah.
At this
it's
point.
one of those that just, whatever. It sucks. Hopefully, whatever the case is, the truth comes out and things are dealt with accordingly. I would hope that Jay Lethal's not that kind of person, but, I hope that Taylor Hendricks isn't that kind of person that just says shit.
I've also noticed that once this kind of went out, he wasn't on the last Being the Elite episode.
No. And I really hope that it's not one of those false accusations, because that can ruin a guy's career.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but at the same time, Jay Lethal did just win the Ring of Honor World title. So I don't think the company is necessarily against him. So
I'm just...
I think he's in... right now, I think it's just a flat out, okay, right now, he's innocent until we actually get...
Oh, for sure.
Full evidence that is actually going to change that.
I just hope it's not one of those, she's bitter at the company and blames him, so she just says this shit to just stir stuff, because that's just so shitty.
You know what?
It
wouldn't be the first time somebody's done this.
No, but it's just...
it's a cheap way to get publicity.
Yeah.
And it, long term, it's not going to help you.
No.
It's actually going to harm you a lot more.
Yeah. Speaking of harm, Fandango's undergoing shoulder surgery. He's gone for at least 6 months. That sucks.
And here's an answer of what to do with Tyler Breeze. 205 Live.
I like it. Is he slimmed down to 205, yeah?
I think he already is under 205.
Oh, perfect. That'd be good.
But I mean, they really need to do some. Or they still have room to grow in that division. I think.
No.
I think Tyler Breeze would fit right in.
That'd be good. Another injury. Did you hear about JR getting?
Yeah, I actually saw that.
Yeah, that was interesting. The championship match for the IWGP US Championship between Juice Robinson. By the way, congratulations for winning.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Switchblades something?
Jay White?
Jay White, that's it.
Yeah. Because Jay White defeated Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Jay White did a suplex on the outside, but did to the barricade, which was against where they were doing the taping, and shot the table right into JR's ribs.
Yeah. He says it's not or it wasn't part of the angle. I'm kind of thinking it was.
You think it was an angle?
I'm thinking it's. I think
because his partner Josh Barnett that got into the ring, he was hot.
Yeah, I think this is an angle to get to a Barnett Jay White match.
Because he's a former wrestler, correct?
Yeah, he used to kind of dwindle them both. So.
Also, Coach apparently is in hot water with a bunch of fans after making a comment about breaking ribs on Monday Night Raw. I heard it. I chuckled. It didn't seem that bad, but now people are all up in arms about it. And it's like, just like fuck, stop being so damn sensitive, people.
At the same time, WWE is a different game.
Yeah,
it's a different. You got to be a lot more cautious with what you say, what you do, because you're now in a
publicly traded company.
Well, I mean, in the words of Enzo, you're in a Fortune 500 company. But I mean, you're magnified. Boom. Plus, you got everything looking at you with,
crosshairs.
Well, just I mean, you're in there. I mean, you got Fox, who's investing a boatload of money in you.
Billion.
You got publicly shares.
NBC, but billion.
And then you got just everything. So I mean. And then with all the little things they do with a lot of different foundations.
That's true.
So, I mean, there's, things you gotta watch.
That's true. The last thing I have is October 16th will be SmackDown 1000. What do you think they should do? Who do you think they should bring back? That kind of thing.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
What about Undertaker? Because he just did an MSG thing.
Yeah.
But Hulk Hogan would be good.
I think Hulk Hogan would be the big name.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the biggest surprise.
I think Edge, because he did a ton on SmackDown, would be alright.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do Raw.
Teddy Long.
Teddy Long Playa. That'd be good.
I think you do a lot of the throwback stuff. I mean, and I think that's pretty obvious. You might even have all your previous GMs.
Yeah, that'd be good. Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky, Paul Heyman. Kurt Angle. Stephanie McMahon. Which is ironic because Kurt Angle and stuff.
That's the thing. I don't think you can do as much though because it's only 2 hours.
Yeah, but at the same time, they could probably make a third hour out of it.
Yeah,
you never know. It's WWE.
That is very true.
They can make chicken soup out of chicken shit.
Chicken salad.
Well,
chicken cordon
bleu. I prefer chicken soup.
Yeah, well, I guess that's where you and I differ.
I mean, I don't.
Anyways. Besides advertising, which Backbreaker Media, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Podcast Player, we're on YouTube. We don't like them though. I'm too sore to say this stuff in a funny way.
Are we on SoundCloud?
I would assume that's iTunes, so I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that does.
So we never ever say that. And
I'm not sure. If you're on SoundCloud, look it up. If we are, let us know.
Yeah.
If we're not, let us know. Whatamaneuver.net. Get Retro WE or The Struggle OG shirts. Go to the Backbreaker Media page for that. And Power Slam TV is $5.99 a month. You sign up using Amazon Prime for a 30-day free trial, or iOS, Google Play, Ruckus, Chromebook, or website for 2-week free trial. And also, I guess the Pivot Share stuff still works. You can use Tag Struggle for a 2-week free trial of that as well. And that's all I got. What episode was this?
83.
83, the Alice Hemsky episode.
The Hammer episode.
Yes. And unlike...
Or Matt Benning.
Oh, yeah, I guess that one, too. Unlike the Alice...
St. Albert boy. Shout out.
Unlike the Alice Hemsky episode where, 5 seconds left, Dallas didn't score, and he goes back and scores, send it to overtime, then Oilers still lose. This one, I think we won.
I actually...
I think we pulled it out.
Said no to go to that game.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's foolish on your part.
I was cursing myself Well, I was tired of seeing the Oilers lose to Dallas at that time.
That's quite a rivalry back then.
And then that happened, and I was so mad because that was just an amazing, like, holy shit moment.
Yeah.
But then they lost, and then I was kind of like...
If they won, I could see you being pissed. But even just to be there for that was quite impressive.
My favorite Alex Hemsky moment is when he scored in the 2004 playoffs against Detroit in Game 6 to put the Oilers up. It was actually also Steve Yzerman's last NHL game.
Wouldn't that be 2006, not 2004?
That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay, 2006. Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, also, I don't know. He was a good Oiler. Can I say?
Is he still playing, or is he retired?
I know he was in Montreal.
Is that where? Last I heard he was in Dallas. But I was
He actually went to Montreal after that. I don't know if I think he might be a UFA or he has 1 year left. I'm not too sure.
Gotcha.
He might also be closer to being retired.
He might be back in Slovakia at this point. Who knows?
He's Czech Republic.
Same thing. Slovakia, Czech Republic. It used to be Czechoslovakia, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's also really good friends with the man who shared your jersey number on your Instagram today, Jaromir Jagr.
I like that guy.
At one point, Jagr actually said if he was to come back, one of the guys he wants to play in the NHL with was Alex Hemsky, which made Oiler fans very horny because they thought they were going to get Jagr, and they clearly did not because he came back and went to Philly.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, speaking of which, if you have any more jerseys that you want me to send out there, let me know. I'm just did day 67 today, so yeah.
We're recording on Tuesday, June 10th.
July 10th.
July 10th.
Yes.
Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? I've used a couple fan submitted ones already. A couple by yourself as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you like today's. It was Raquel from...
Well, I mean, especially when we're talking Pacioretty. I mean, it was kind of ironic.
Yeah. I refuse to use him, though. It's Montreal.
I mean,
I use Woody's the white one.
I gave you a very solid alternative.
Yes, I'll give you that.
It was a Toronto Maple Leaf jersey. It just happened to say Leafs sucks. Or losers since 67.
Yes,
so.
that's a good one. I didn't see that at the time, and I'd already posted it, which is kind of frustrating, but yeah, that's the way it goes. It's the way she goes.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's 66. So by the time you hear this, I'll be on 65. So think 65 and forward. Or, yeah, 65 and lower.
I mean, would you go Carlson?
I might, but I might try to find a Carlson jersey that's not Ottawa, just to see.
Yeah.
You know? See what I can stir up. Anyways, let's go have a beer. I need a fucking beer so bad.
You're medically cleared to drink again.
Thank Christ, I missed it so much.
Yeah. So that does it for episode 83 of The Sounds of Struggle. I am the slightly concussed Chris Parrish.
I am the sometimes recovering alcoholic Meniac.
And, yeah, we are Tag Struggle. We're hurt, but we are a little bit of...
All right.
And, Band-Aids aren't necessary when you're strugglicious.
Yeah.
Later, bitches. Ow, my groin.